Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniela and in this video we will be seeing how to take your own measurements. Before we dive into the video, there are two things which you need to keep in mind. One, while taking your measurements, you need to wear properly fitted clothes. Do not wear baggy or loose clothes because that will give the wrong measurements. Second is that you should be wearing the same innerwear that you are planning to wear under the dress that you are going to stitch. So these are the two important things which you need to keep in mind. Without any further delay, let's get into the video. You require three things for taking your measurements. One is the measuring tape. The other two are optional, that is the paper tape and a scissor. Now, why do we need a paper tape and a scissor? You will come to know that in some time. So we have some horizontal measurements and some vertical measurements. Your vertical measurements start from the shoulder line. But if you see the shoulder line, it's always a slope. It's not straight horizontal, so it's always a slope. So all your measurements should either start from this point or the highest point. You should not take one measurement from here and another one from here. I will be using a paper tape to mark my starting point. Okay, so you can see I have marked it here. We are also going to mark our waistline using the paper tape. Whichever is the thinnest part around your waist is your waistline. Now let's start with the measurements. We will start with vertical measurement. The first one is the neckline, the depth of your neckline. So I will keep my measuring tape at the starting point and see how deep do I want my neckline. So I want it to be 6. How much ever deep you want your neckline to be, just write that down. That is your neckline measurement. The next one is your shoulder to bust. Again, I will keep the measuring tape at the starting point. For this measurement, you need to take the fullest part of your bust. Mine is at 9.5, so I will write that down. Next one, keep the measuring tape as it is. Next one, you have to take the underbust. Underbust is where your bust ends. So for me, it is 12. So write that down. Next one is your waistline. I have kept the measuring tape as it is. I am not moving the starting point. Your waist is where your paper tape is. So mine is at 15. Mine is at 15, so I will write that down. And the next one is your shoulder to hip measurement. For that, you need to take the fullest part of your hip. You can also stand in front of the mirror to see which is the fullest part of your hip. And if I see, for me, it's 21.5. So write that down. These were your vertical measurements. Now let's move on to the horizontal measurements. The first horizontal measurement is your shoulder across, or it's also known as shoulder. For this, you need to know the measurement between both your shoulders. So I will keep the starting point at the start of this shoulder and I will end it here. Make sure that your hair are not between the measuring tape and your body and take the measurement. For me, it's 12.5. The next one is your bust measurement. Your bust measurement is the fullest part of your bust. So I'll take that measurement. For me, it's 32. The next measurement is your underbust. So basically, it's where your bust ends. So this is the one and I will be checking what it is. It's 26 for me. Next one is the waist. For the waist measurement, you just have to wrap your measuring tape around the paper tape. For me, it's 24.5. The next measurement is your hip measurement. For this, you have to take the fullest part of your hip. You can stand in front of the mirror to see the fullest part of your hip. Also, don't keep it too tight because otherwise it will be difficult for you to move or sit in the garment that you are making. The next one is the round armhole. For this, you need to wrap your measuring tape around your armhole like this. Make sure it's not too tight because otherwise it will be difficult for you to move your arm. Just take that measurement. The measurement is very important when we are drafting the basic bodice. Make sure you have written all those measurements down because we will be needing them in drafting the basic bodice. See you in the next video.